morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope you had a nice weekend. Are you all ready for Christmas? I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there, working on gifts, and I usually bake pumpkin bread for neighbors and friends and for my husband's coworkers and for my kids' teachers. So it's a lot of pumpkin bread. So I'm currently in the middle of that. I'm gonna do another 2 batches today. I think each batch makes about 14 loaves of bread, and so I do about 150. So it's a lot, but I love doing it, and I love having gifts to give out to the neighbors. And of course, I like to include a little stamped card, from the shaders, and so they know that it's from us. I'm gonna refresh the feed here so I can say hi. Do you guys have any nice plans this week, or are you just working on Christmas things, or have any last minute projects to do? The big news is the clearance rack has been refreshed. So up to 60% off select items. So go check it out. I have the link on my Facebook page. There's some great deals that you do not want to miss. So make sure you check that out. And I'm going to post it on my blog too. Let's see here. Okay. Trying to do like a watch party, but it's not working for some reason. Let's try again. Sorry for the delay, but I just want to try to do this. And it's still not working, so something's up. So we'll do it here. All right. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I have some fun projects to show you today, Christmas projects. And next week, I just want to let you know I'm going to move my Facebook Live to Mondays for the next 2 weeks, just to avoid Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve so that you can spend time with your family instead of watching me. But I would love for you to join me on Monday at 9. For the next 2 weeks, I have some more Christmas cards and some sneak peeks of the celebration items and occasion items for you. So definitely stay tuned and watch my Facebook Lives and invite your friends to watch too. All right. So I've got these really fun Christmas cards from the Holly Jolly stamp set. I've got this one right here with Santa's sleigh. And then this one opens up with Santa like that. So fun fold, or a fun opening card. And then this one's my favorite. It looks like a nice card on the outside, but inside is Santa and a little fireplace and stockings. So I'm going to show you these 3 cards. So here's the 3 cards. We're going to start with this one right here. I'm calling it the Santa's Sleigh card. This one's really fun. I've got all my pieces here. I've got my Santa sleigh. I've already stamped and colored the trees and the presents. And I've got a Post-it note with a little bit of sticky that I'm going to place right here to mask my moon so that I have a nice white moon. And I'm going to do a bit of blending. So I'm going to start with Coastal Cabana. Get it all set up here. And I'm going to get some ink. This is like a makeup brush. And I'm going to start, let's see, which way is the top? If that's the top, then my moon needs to be up here. And I'm going to start at the top, and I'm just going to gently rub the ink on. And I'm going to do it heavier at the top and lighter at the bottom. And I'm going to do this several times. So darker at the top and lighter at the bottom. And I like how smoothly this gets the ink on. I would love for Stampin' Up! To sell some of these. All right, so I've got my Coastal Cabana on there. Now I'm going to move to a darker blue, Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to grab some ink. And I'm going to start again at the top with a light touch. And I'm only going to go about halfway down. Don't want to get the trees in there. Let's see. You can swirl it on, you can rub it on, however you want. Okay, a little bit more over there. Okay. Okay, I think I got it to where I like it now. Okay, so now we can remove our moon. Ooh, nice and crisp. And I've got some snow down here. It's a little bit tall, so I think I'm going to trim these using my really cute mini trimmer that is available. Oh, look at my fingers. The mini trimmer is available to on a pre-order right now, or you can get it for free if you sign up on my team to be a demonstrator come January 3rd. So remember that. This paper trimmer is so cute and so handy dandy. So there's one, and I'm going to trim this other one down a bit. As you notice, this piece is loose. That's fine, because you're using it to hold the piece of paper in place and as a finger guard. Because even though this little trimmer is small, it is sharp. All right, so this one we're just going to lay down flat. And I forgot a step. I am going to splatter a bit of water with an aqua painter. I'm gonna get it going so it's wet. And just see. And you can also do this with water and salt to kind of make some snow. And the water will kind of start to make it look like snow. I don't know if you can see that starting to happen. Get some more water. And I want a lot of snow. Can you see that? Yeah, a little bit. Looks like snow. So cute. All right, so now we can put these on. So the bottom one we're just going to lay flat. On the very bottom. And then this one, we're going to use dimensionals. I have a whole bunch of mini dimensionals that I've been using. And these are popped up on dimensionals. So I will put some dimensionals on the trees on the bottom. But first I'm going to put this in place. I think that looks good. What do you think? All right, so now I'm going to place this down. Okay, and then I'm going to place the trees down. I'm going to tuck them in over here. And then Santa and one of the presents are also on dimensionals. So that's where these little dimensionals come in handy. So now we can do Santa. And his sleigh kind of going up into the night. Oh, I love it. I did a really good job on the snow on this one. I can really see it. Haha. Okay, so now I'm going to lay the first present flat. I colored it with Pool Party and Granny Apple Green. And then the second one I'm going to pop up. And then I have a little piece of Whisper White here, and I'm going to stamp from the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set, Celebrate the Season. Pretty good. Now let's try again. There. I like that better. And then this is on dimensionals as well. So I'll put two little dimensionals on here. And we're just going to tuck this in. Didn't tuck enough, so I'm gonna trim. Tuck this in right here. Nice. So here we have our Christmas sleigh card with the snow. I love this one so much. So here's the dies and the stamp set that I used. I used Holly Jolly Christmas, and here are the trees and the presents. We're definitely going to be using the Santa and the sentiment and the stockings. And then here's the die for the sleigh and for Santa and the stockings. And there's also these two dies that say 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. I'll show you those. We're going to use those too. And I used the present die, and there's also this cute tag die. So it's a really versatile Christmas stamp bundle. If you purchase the bundle, you'll get 10% off, and you'll get all the cards that I make today plus a special gift. So if you order by this Friday, I'm going to send you a special gift and all the cards that I make today. So just go to eStampin.com and put in the December hostess code. I also am offering that for the Itty Bitty Christmas stamp set. If you purchase that, I'm going to send you all the cards that I make today and a free gift. Here's Celebrate the Season, and it's got a lot of other really cute holiday sayings that are just the perfect size to squeeze in on your card. So that's the first card. The second card I'm going to show you is this fun fold out card with Santa. And here's the 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly that I cut out of gold foil. It was really easy to cut out. And I have the pieces here. So I have a piece of 6 by 5 1/4 of the Night Before Christmas DSP, and I've scored it at 2 and 4 inches. And then I've got the smallest rectangle from the rectangle stitch dies, and then my 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. And then I've cut out a rectangle out of the middle of this cherry cobbler piece of cardstock. I've raised it up higher so that I can fit 'Tis the Season. down here nicely, and I can put Santa on here. So I've already colored Santa, so I'm going to show you how this card goes together. Let me grab Santa. It's right there. So I'm going to poke out some of these little pieces here from 'Tis the Season. All the little pieces. Make sure that they're out. The E. There we go. Okay, so that's going to go down there, and then To Be Jolly. So pretty when you cut it out of foil or glimmer paper. It really adds a lot to the card. All these tiny, tiny little pieces here. And this one doesn't want to cooperate with me. So now I'm going to lay the Night Before Christmas DSP down on the card. I'm only going to put adhesive on this one panel right here. And I'm going to place that with a border on the inside of the card, like so. And then it folds this way. So back and forth, back and forth. So you're gonna fold it like this and then close this. And then you're gonna put adhesive again, but only in the opening where you can see it. And then you can take your rectangle and place it right back inside. And that is going to give you this mechanism. So now we can add all of our other pieces. So we've got our Santa. We're going to put a bunch of dimensionals on Santa. And then we have 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly. I think I'll do one more. So I colored the Santa with the blends. I used Cherry Cobbler and Soft Suede for the bag, Basic Black for the belt and the boots, and then Pretty Peacock to coordinate with this paper for the presents. So I'm going to put him right about there. And then I'm going to adhere the 'Tis the Season with liquid glue. Just put some dots around some of the letters. And then we can adhere this to the front. Like so. And we'll just hold it for a moment. And then we're going to put some snail adhesive on the inside here so that our To Be Jolly shows up a little bit better. So I'm going to place it right against this score line right here. And then that way To Be Jolly will fit right in there like that. But I'm going to cut out another one because for some reason the 2 and the B, the little pieces aren't coming out. And I want it to be perfect. So I'm going to cut another one of these out. But this is the card. You can add the To Be Jolly. What do you think? Do you like it? Are you going to try to make one? I hope so. All right, my favorite card is this shadow box card. Have you guys ever made a shadow box card before? They're really fun and they're not as hard as they look. So I started off with some of the, what is this called again? Plaid, wrapped in plaid designer series paper to put on the front of the card. We'll just go ahead and do the front of the card first. And then this goes on the inside. So this piece is a regular 5.5, but it's by 7.5. So there's a 1/2 inch. I'm sorry, by 8. So there's 1/2 inch missing right here, and we need to trim that off. So the front of the card is the regular full 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But the inside of the card is going to only be, let's see, 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, because you cut off a 1/2 inch right there. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 3/4. That's what it is. So I'm going to stamp the inside piece. So this one I only did, again, a 3 1/4 or 3 1/2 by 5 1/4 piece of cardstock, and I'm going to stamp a little sentiment inside. Make sure I get this right side up. And I'm going to stamp it right there so you can put your message in there. And then I will go ahead and adhere this to the inside of the card. So that's the first piece. And then inside on this part, we're going to have the brick fireplace. So I've cut out a piece of real red cardstock and embossed it with the brick and mortar embossing folder. And this is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. So it's a similar, or by 5 by 5. So almost a similar. So just kind of fit it in there. And then this little piece of white, 1 inch by 3 1/2, is the mantle. So we'll put that inside there too. And then this piece is scored at 1/2, 4 1/4, and 4 3/4. And then I've cut out a shape with the stitched nested dies so that we're going to be able to see Santa in here. So I'm going to line this piece up right here with the cardstock, and I'm going to use stronger adhesive to place in here. You could use red liner tape or Terran tape, just something nice and strong. And you're just going to lay it flat right against the crease, the score line. And then you're just going to fold it closed. Okay, so that's the first part. Then you're going to flip the whole thing over and put some adhesive right here on this end. And then fold that flat too. Make sure it's all flat. Even if it doesn't quite line up, you can go back and trim that off, but you want it to be flat. So mine doesn't quite line up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trim it real quick. No big deal. Kind of sticky from that adhesive. Okay, so now we've got the basics and the mechanics of our card. Oh, I need to fold on this score line too. Forgot. Gotta fold on this score line so it'll work nicely. There we go. So now we've got our little piece in here, and we're ready to put Santa and the stockings inside. So I've got Santa all colored and ready, and I've got my 3 stockings. I think I put them like this. Let me double check. Basically I did. So we'll put dimensionals on all of these. For Santa, we're just going to put like 2 on the bottom. And we can do the stockings. Have you guys ever made a shadow box card before? I love them. They are so fun, and it's such a fun surprise to get one in the mail. Somebody send me a shadow box card. Okay, now I'm going to hang the first stocking. And then I'll hang the other two stockings. See, it goes together pretty easily. Put another stocking over here. And then the last stocking. And I colored these with Real Red and Shaded Spruce and Crumb Cake. And basic black for the boots and the belt. I hope I did that low enough. Not quite. That one's low enough, but this one isn't, so I'm gonna remove that one because I don't want Stan to stick to the background there. So he gets one dimensional. Maybe I can put another dimensional right behind here. I think I'm gonna do that. Make Santa a little bit more stable. There we go. And so now we just have the front of the card. So I have this piece cut out from the beautiful bows dies, and I'm gonna just poke these pieces out real quick. And then I'll stamp the sentiment and tie the bow. So I'm going to just cut off some little pieces here. Maybe this one. And this one. This one will go this way. And then there's more little pieces inside here. That will get out. Okay, so that's ready to go. So I've got my sentiment from the stamp set, and I'm going to grab my ink. Crumb Cake ink. And let's see, let me make sure that I'm doing this the right way. May the magic of Christmas reach you this year. It's a nice sentiment. And then I'm just going to add these with a little bit of liquid adhesive. A little bit, oops, a lot of it. And then place these on the top here. Like one right there, one right there. And then this gets dimensionals. Okay, so we've got this on dimensionals, and we've got our little bows, and now I'm going to use the striped cherry cobbler ribbon. I love this ribbon, so pretty. So I'm just going to do 2 bunny ears and then tie a knot. That's how I get a nice bow, and you can adjust it. And we're going to trim it off there. And then I will add the bow with a glue dot. Right in the center there. Really finishes off the card. And that is a shadow box card. So I have one kit of this class left. If you're interested in purchasing it, it is $30, and you will get all the supplies to make these 3 cards, and I can mail them out to you. That includes shipping. And so let me know if you're interested in a kit. I have one left. Now I want to show you the cards that I'm going to be making next week for you. They're really pretty. They're using the So Many Stars stamp set and dies. And so this is the first card. And it's got champagne foil stars. Super pretty. And then this is the next card using this star dies again in vellum. And then this is an ornament that can be placed on a card. So I'm going to show you how that works, and then you can take the ornament off and use it on your Christmas tree and then save the card for something else. So fun cards that I'm going to show you next Monday at 9 a.m. Be sure to tune in, and then I'll do the following Monday and I will show sneak peeks of some of the celebration and occasions. I'm sorry, it's not occasions anymore. The January through July mini catalog. So I'm just going to refer to it as the mini catalog. So stay tuned for those, and please like and share my video and invite your friends to watch. That reminds me, I forgot to do the raffle prize. Let me grab that. So the raffle was this very vanilla ribbon, really pretty satin ribbon. And of course, I left the winner over there again at my desk. So I'm gonna run over there and grab it real quick. Running, running, running. All right, so the winner is Melanie Yarbrough. Not sure how to pronounce your name, sorry. But congratulations, and send me your address so I can send you your prize of ribbon. And next week's raffle prize is going to be a surprise. It's going to be something from the new mini catalog. So you're going to want that. I'm going to show it next week because it's not available yet, but I'm going to tease you next week a little bit with it. So make sure to do the things. I need to write a little sign with those words on it because I can't say those words or I get put like in Facebook jail or my video gets deleted or something. So do the things that you know you're supposed to do to enter the raffle, and I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you watching, and I will see you all next Monday. Thank you so much. Bye.